Good morrow, all. Sit back and relax in your spa chairs and let us massage your shoulders as you join us for the all-new third episode of the Patriarchy Podcast. Let us soothe you with our laughing voices as we talk about various things today, from the coronavirus outbreak to
children starving in India.
James, where's the list?
James!
Where's the list?
Alright, anyways,
he's getting the list.
welcome to the third episode of the Patriarchy Podcast. We're glad you could join us. To our loyal listeners, your merch is going to be in your mail soon, so...
Wait, we have...
Not even being paid for.
James! Put that on the list!
James is also our mailman. He just came by the house one day and we were like...
He's our only production staff. He does everything.
Poor guy.
James is underworked and overpaid.
He is. So we have Ethan, we have myself, Zach, we have...
Oh, I'm here.
Say your name.
Hi,
Zach.
Edward. It's weird saying hi, Edward is here. I'm not talking in the third person. Caleb and Eli are also here.
Say hello, boys.
Hello, boys.
Hello, boys.
Alright.
Alright, very cool.
I apologize to all the female listeners.
So, coronavirus.
It's happening. It's what's for lunch.
I have
Let's
a question.
talk about it.
I have a question.
Yes.
Should I be stocking up on a bunch of toilet paper?
Yes.
All the
2
toilet
weeks?
Okay, literally.
Toilet paper is the new currency.
My dad went to
Okay.
Walmart yesterday and there was no toilet paper on the shelves. And then he went into the paper napkins section. They were all gone too.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yo, just go to CVS and buy a
he went
Snickers
to a
bar.
drugstore to get some medicine and he saw like one little pack of like 12 rolls left and he was like, oh, only one left in the whole city.
Just one of those travel-sized Kleenex
Yeah.
tissue things.
Ugh.
Oh.
So yeah, you go to CVS and you buy like a Snickers, and the receipts are long enough. You could use that for a while.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, PwC better be putting out some little announcement saying that you can't flush paper napkins because that's going to clog your toilet.
That's, yeah.
And I feel like
I
people
mean,
are going
do
to
you
start
think-
using those pretty soon.
Yeah, I guess
Socks.
Socks.
The missing sock cabinet. Just keep that right next to your toilet and there you go. If a
Socks.
sock,
If
has been
anyone's-
missing without a pair for more than like 3 months, it's good to use.
Yeah,
If
sock
anyone
is-
who is not affected by the coronavirus right now, in a place with plenty of toilet paper, so I guess anyone outside of planet Earth right now, and you're hearing this, please send us some toilet paper. We're all out.
Yes.
I have a question. Why is Ethan, who did all the research on Corona, while I did not? Did the coronavirus start with a guy eating bat soup in Wuhan, China?
That is exactly right. So basically,
Is it?
yes.
So I saw something
Is
saying
it-
it
is that-
wasn't.
No, here, okay,
So, okay.
official story first.
Okay.
Official story.
What strand of virus are you?
People are so hungry in China, poor people, that they are like culinary geniuses, and they're inventing all sorts of new foods every day. And one day, some brilliant guy was like, these bats that are so flapping around all day, let's capture them, cook them, eat them in soup. So they did. And they boiled them up in a soup, and they were like, here, everyone in the town, eat it all at once as a taste test. And then everyone got sick. And then everyone in that town was suddenly filled with a great desire to travel the world.
Because bats fly.
Okay.
You're right. So they traveled everywhere, spread the disease. Okay.
This makes sense.
Now, maybe the real story. Wuhan is actually where the Chinese official Center for Disease Control and Study is.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they released it into their own population
Oh my gosh.
to narrow down the elderly and the children.
I know someone else says the same
So they can be better prepared for World War
Well, I
III.
saw one person say, does anyone notice how the coronavirus came shortly after North Korea said they had a big surprise for us?
Wait, did they?
Dang.
Yeah, they did. I think,
Little
they were probably
suspicious.
bluffing. This is probably just a huge coincidence. But, if they managed to cause this much outbreak, good on you. You actually got one.
Everyone clap for Kim
Good job,
Jong.
Kim.
Good job, Kim. We made
You
fun
got
of your height,
one.
but you know what? You pulled
I mean,
something off.
it's not really effective, but,
So,
you
in
made
a-
yourself laugh for a
In a
bit.
couple weeks or maybe a month, China's going to come out and be the big savior and say, oh, we've been studying this for the past month or so, and we have the cure.
Actually,
And they've had the cure for the past year. And
So
they're going
they-
to come out and be like, we just discovered it, it works great. Everyone in the world should take this.
I saw a
and it's
picture
going
on
to be
Reddit.
a death cure.
And
And we're all going to die.
I saw a picture.
So they honestly, just to weed out some of the elderly?
That's
That's-
one of the
that's
things.
one of the
That's one of the
So
things.
a controlled burn.
Just basically,
Basically.
it's just a theory.
Kill off the boomers.
Yeah,
Boomer
that's-
remover, as it's called.
But yeah,
Because in the perfect
saw-
society, as you get too old, it's just a drain to be cared on. So if you want to be have like an absolutely perfect, young, vibrant society ready for World War III, you're gonna have to kill off people like that. I don't endorse doing that.
Yeah.
You know,
I would
we
never
at the
wanna do that.
Patriarchy Podcast do not endorse
Genocide.
building a society.
Pretty much almost
and then
anything that
poisoning
happens
it.
in China, we do not endorse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a picture on Reddit. It was like of the Chinese medical team who had been researching it for a while, and they were like, "Oh, we're off to go to Italy and see what we can do over there." So, see how that
No,
goes.
Ethan, just because you said that, now we're going to get banned in China.
Probably.
We
I
are.
mean, we probably already
If
are.
anyone in China is listening to us,
Also,
good for
Xi
you.
Jinping looks like Winnie the Pooh.
That's true.
Oh no!
Come at me. What is his name? Xing Zhang Ping, whatever you are.
No, but I actually was just informed by my mom yesterday. I thought it was a joke, but people are actually staying away from Corona beer because of this.
It's
and
taken
I
a
was-
sharp downturn in sales.
I thought that was like a complete joke, and she told me that it was actually real. And these people are getting Corona without the lime, and it's really sad.
Dang.
Well,
Everyone
actually,
in society.
speaking of Corona beer, we have some right here today.
No.
You sure
We're
about
gonna
that?
drink it.
No.
Sponsored by.
Fortnite.
Corona beer sponsored by Fortnite. But does anyone remember back when this whole thing was starting where it's like, oh, the Black Plague is in China right now?
Yeah.
And everyone was like, well, that's
But I
probably
mean-
because it's so backwards. You know, China is
Yeah.
basically a third
I mean,
world
if you
country
look
in
at
a lot of
like,
cases.
what is it, San Diego, Chicago? Which one is it? Where it's just like absolute crap.
Oh, San
Or, like,
Francisco.
San Francisco.
Yeah,
That's,
That's
what I'm
true.
thinking of.
That's like,
Where
I think
where-
you're more likely to
there's-
catch
There
dysentery
are
there
plagues actually like appearing in San
Oh, yeah.
Francisco.
because of all the,
That, like,
all the,
where-
all
That's
the fecal matter.
surprising. I mean, homeless people poop in the streets.
And share heroin needles.
yeah.
Ugh,
Poop
Poop
God.
needles.
Poop.
If you're,
They
if
share
you're a
needles.
viewer listening in San Francisco,
Leave.
I am very sorry. And yeah, do what Edward just
Leave.
said.
Just get out of there,
Get
man.
out of there. I
You
can.
don't
Maybe
deserve
just go to
that.
Alcatraz and just kind of like camp out there for a while.
Yeah, that's probably the healthiest place in San Francisco right now.
Probably. Alcatraz is like kind of haunted, but you can put all the old people there. Or not
Kinda
old, not old
haunted.
people, homeless people.
Oh, that's just a lot of
And then
us,
they can
too.
build a society there. And then they can be Alcatraz as a state.
Speaking of California, I was actually really freaked out the other day because I had just come back from a visit from California. I went with my mom because I've never been. And the place we stayed in, of all the things that could have been named, was Corona, California.
Nice.
Nice.
It's a little concerning to me. And also, I have neighbors that are like, they're Asian. And their last name is Corona. Not
This
even
is all
lying.
one big coincidence.
This is
Yeah.
This is a
That's
huge
so
coincidence,
bad.
but it's weird. It's a really, really
Yeah.
freaky coincidence.
Alright, well, what
Also,
other great news can you tell us?
The
Ethan?
Simpsons predicted the coronavirus.
Oh my god.
What else?
Did
Back
they?
to
What
play.
haven't the Simpsons predicted?
Remember when
So-
Ebola was the big scare?
Oh my god.
I would
Alright.
say, like, this
I feel like
coronavirus
Ebo-
has gone further than Ebola did. Ebola got, like,
Because
2
Ebola
people
got
in the
here,
U.S.
and it was contained like that.
Yeah.
Every election year, there's a disease.
You want to read out the list to us?
Here's the list. In 2004, it was SARS. In 2008, it was the avian flu, I think. In 2010, the swine flu. 2012.
I remember the swine flu. That was
That was
funny.
good
I just
times.
remember hearing it.
I don't know.
Ebola was 2014, and Zika virus was 2016. Ebola 2018, and
I
then
even remember Zika. Do you remember Zika?
coronavirus 2020.
I remember Zika very, barely.
I don't even remember. I don't
Very
even know what
barely.
that is.
Very barely.
Someone at home inform me what Zika is, because I don't know, but it almost shares
Makes-
a name
makes
with
you
me,
Zika.
so...
It was from a mosquito, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Was
But
it like a
whatever, I
strand of
guess.
malaria or something?
I could be totally wrong, but I thought it was that.
So it has a cure rate of like 99%. Like 99% of people who have got it have recovered. There's like 30,000 people in China who are fine
But,
now who have it.
Ethan, we're not here. We're not here to talk about the science behind the
Oh,
coronavirus.
yeah.
We are here to talk about the hysteria, which is what everyone should be feeling, because
So...
in a disease that will most likely only kill you if you're 70 and have terrible illness already, you need to be freaking out about this.
This is a viral pneumonia being hyped as the Black Plague before an election to
Yeah.
make you vote for Vermin Supreme for
Vermin Supreme,
president
really?
2020.
I didn't know Vermin Supreme was responsible for the coronavirus. But in spirit of,
That's all right.
of
All
freaking
right.
out over things, everyone, what if the coronavirus spawns zombies?
Okay,
So-
I've thought about this.
Okay.
Because, like, Not so much reanimating the dead, because that's on a godly level which we can never reach. But it could be like a parasite in which it could control hosts, I guess.
Like the Geonosian brainworms in Star Wars: The Clone Wars, which you've all seen, I'm sure.
But it can't be a thing of reanimation, because if it's reanimation...
No, but I'm talking more just like having a zombie-style thing.
Yeah, so it'd be like the closest you could get was like a parasite where the virus would control.
But where would you want to go? Let's say zombie apocalypse scenario. Where are you going? And you can only bring like 5 people with you. Where are you going to like wait out this apocalypse?
Bathroom stall. When they come.
Okay, that's one example.
Okay.
So some classic ones are the mall, gun store, shopping like Walmart.
Hair salon.
I've heard those. Hair salon, just chemical warfare, just suffocate them all.
You ever seen,
I think the best is just have a nice underground bunker that's fully loaded with supplies.
What's that movie? Is it Stephen King, The Fog? Or The Mist? Or
Oh, yeah. That is not zombies, that's just...
Yeah, but I'm just saying like something like that where there's a bunch of people held up in one building.
Yeah, it's like one store.
I feel like if everyone was able to come together and work together, then you could probably make that work.
I'd say a mall would be fun just because they're going out of business, so why not have it destroyed by zombies?
But the only problem is eventually, because there's so many entrances and exits that eventually...
Yeah, I know. You'd really have to get a good group of people together to like clear them out.
And then you have to do
seal
like
off the
security. Like,
well, as long as you seal off the entrances, zombies are like, if we're going by like classic zombies, they're not very strong because their skin's literally melting off of them. So it's not like they have the strength to like break down walls.
Wait. Yeah, so here's the question. Is it classic or is it like World War Z, like rushing at you like 100 miles per hour type of zombies?
But those aren't intelligent. Well, actually, if you're doing World War Z zombies, they're actually allergic to people who have diseases. So maybe the coronavirus is protecting us from when someone launches a zombie attack.
Dude, this is so meta.
We have to go into the crowded places. This is what the FBI doesn't want you to do.
They want you. They don't want you to go outside. So that way, if you're not outside, then the infection can happen because then they're not around people. I don't know.
It's in the pollen.
Oh my gosh, the
pollen!
Oh
my gosh, it's yellow season now.
Pollen is my coronavirus.
Someone was telling me today how like they walked outside of their house and there was like a pollen mist outside their house.
I remember one time last year, like. I forget where I was, but I looked outside and it was just the trees were blowing and you just saw this like yellow just plague of locust looking thing flying by my car.
Nature's cocaine.
Wait, guys, raise your hand if pollen really bothers you.
It used to. It hasn't really bothered me in like the past year or two.
Cool.
Yes. I'm growing immune, so coronavirus come at me.
No, that's not how that works.
I'm not. Okay, are any of you actually scared of getting the coronavirus?
What?
No.
Okay, I'll be right back.
And here's
you
the
guys
thing.
Keep going.
You could get it. Like, we all could get it if we touch someone who has it. But our likelihood of recovery is very high. So I'm not scared about dying.
There's currently no cure.
No,
there's
but
no cure. You can recover.
It's not like deadly to us.
Yeah, but the masks are going to do absolutely nothing.
That's only if you have it and you don't want to spread it.
Yeah. But if you don't have it and you're trying to protect yourself from getting it, wearing a mask is not going to help you because it's so incredibly small.
Here's a quick topic we could go off for like a few seconds. We released our first episode. And so when you're hearing this one, it's the Saturday the first episode came out. So fun fact.
And we're not recording this at Johnson's house this time. We're recording this at my house. So if it sounds any different, that's probably why.
Professional studio.
Professional studio.
Which James tends to every night.
Yep.
And he sleeps here sometimes.
He does sleep.
We try to get him out of here, but he's homeless, unfortunately.
Poor James. At least he can go to the dry cleaner. Get his suit cleaned. So he always looks good. Back to coronavirus topics.
What happened to Ebola? Like,
I miss Ebola.
Ebola actually had some like fangs to it. Like it was like, oh, you'll bleed from your eyes. Stuff like that.
Coronavirus is like bruising.
Coronavirus is like, breathing might be kind of hard.
But you'll be fine.
That's it. It's like, but if you're like under the age of 60, you'll probably be fine. So it's like
no one bought all the toilet paper during the Ebola virus.
Yeah, I know.
For Ebola, you probably needed it more.
Ebola's probably like, what the heck?
I want a challenge to survive.
I thought I heard that like diarrhea was a symptom of corona. I don't
No,
know if that's a thing.
Ebola. Like,
Yeah, I think this
not to get too gross,
symptoms
but like,
of-
Ebola has some weird stuff like that.
symptoms of corona are like
No, I said corona.
coughing, pain in the
It's
chest.
Okay.
Ebola.
So the hysteria behind it, do you think it's overhyped or not hyped enough?
It's overhyped, but I love it.
Like
I
overhyped, like not overhyped to like, oh, this is awesome, like in the sense of people are freaking out about it.
Oh, I mean,
My
the
bad.
sense that people should be like aware of it, I'm fine with. And I think most people are like that. So the people who are going around buying like, half the aisle of toilet paper, I think that's only a few people. Those are people who are easily persuaded by whatever Fox News tells them to be worried about.
Typical boomers.
Speaking of which, Fox News is literally Satan's mouthpiece.
So literally Satan's mouthpiece.
Tom Hanks has the coronavirus.
And his wife.
And his wife.
Ooh, and Justin Trudeau's daughter has it.
Oh
a
no.
dog.
Oh no.
His dog has it.
His dog has it.
Also, Trump probably has it.
Right.
And after meeting with Trump, now the Brazilian president has it.
Oh my gosh.
And like 4 senators are self-quarantined because they suspect they might have it.
Alright, so is it time for the boogaloo to start, Ethan?
It might be. The average age of senators is 61, and then the coronavirus affects people above 60. So
Corona Boogaloo.
So, wait, no, this could go two ways. One, we could just eliminate all of Congress and form the Boogaloo and start over. Or this could end up with the AOC dictatorship, which...
she'd be the last one left. So she'd be the president.
I saw a clip from her yesterday, and I sent it to Zach while we were editing the first episode. And it was AOC talking about how you can't pick yourself... People always say pick yourself up by your bootstraps, but that's physically impossible, guys. You can't stand in your shoes and pull yourself up by your shoelace. That's... And I'm like...
I
this
tried
is
that
so
as a
much-
kid.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I tried that as a kid. Are you okay, Zach?
I'm just tired.
Where are your crutches?
Where are your crutches?
I'm out there.
Oh.
It's fine.
James put his crutches away. Anyway,
What were we talking about?
We're still on with Corona to a certain extent.
Okay.
But I think I transitioned into, if Corona wipes out all of Congress, because most of them are above the age of 60, that means we could end up with an AOC dictatorship. She'd be the last one left.
Well, she wouldn't ascend to
Oh,
presidency.
I'm
if
so
she
No,
was
but
just-
this is worse than a zombie apocalypse. This is AOC dictatorship.
Yeah, you sent me the video last night.
Yeah, I was
Her
just talking about
explaining
that.
The,
You can't pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Oh gosh.
According to the Babylon Bee, she said, "You cannot literally wrap your head around something. It would hurt.
It would hurt.
It would hurt.
It would hurt
It
a lot.
would. Ugh.
How long has this woman been in Congress now?
Too long?
Yeah, that's true.
The Senator Brazil.
AOC.
Ethan has brought up an entire Wikipedia page on Corona.
You mean James has brought up?
No, Ethan's the tech guy for now.
Alright.
James is too busy doing literally everything else.
Well, I wanted to bring up Ebola just to compare the two and like trying to figure out.
So
how many
that way
people
the
died from
kids
Ebola.
born after Ebola can understand the shock.
Yeah,
from the-
those like
So
4-year-olds.
it seems like the average
Hey, we
like,
have some
death rate of
4-year-olds. You never
Ebola
know.
is like around 50 to 80% of people who get Ebola die. But for coronavirus, it's like 90% of the time you'll recover. So it seems like a lot less serious.
Speaking of end of the world scenarios, does anyone remember in 2012, December 21st, 2012?
Yeah, because that was
used to
there's
be
a movie
that was
based
the
off
big
of, right?
thing. Oh yeah, there's a
And then
movie
people were
based
like,
off it which sucked.
What was it?
Remember 2012?
Is that the Mayan
Like
calendar?
everyone said the world was gonna end
Oh yeah.
in 2012 because the Mayan calendar ended then.
Yeah.
December. I remember that. I went to like a barbecue that day or something.
It's like the episode of Parks and Rec where the guys
Yeah,
keep
that
saying
was
it's
it,
gonna
yeah.
the world's gonna happen. My favorite is the last bit in that episode
Hey, could
where
I
the
schedule
guy
it for
comes.
next Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing a barbecue Friday. Oh, did I say Friday? I meant Saturday.
Yes.
Guys,
Is someone coming now?
guys,
Who is-
we have.
What
Oh
car
my
is
God.
it?
Oh my gosh, James, open the door, quick! James, open the door! James!
We got a
Mike,
extinguished
James, open
guest.
the door.
We have an extinguished guest
Very,
joining us.
very extinguished.
Wait,
yes.
who is it?
I literally have no idea.
It is.
What?
Come on!
What?
Yes.
I didn't. Oh wow! I didn't know he was coming.
I didn't know either. I just told him I was at your house.
Oh.
Alright,
Oh, yeah.
guys,
This is the interruption.
this is the interruption, but this is
Oh,
important. James has brought in
Edgar, welcome.
our
Okay.
special guest.
We're
who
live.
may be on every now and then. Edgar,
Give
a
a hello.
Edgar,
Listen.
Thompson.
welcome.
What's up, yo?
James, get the door. James. James, get the
James,
door. Thank you.
there you go. Thank you, James.
Thank you, James. Very cool.
Hey man, have a seat.
Have a seat.
So,
We just chilling.
Yeah, we're talking
You got any
about
thoughts on the coronavirus? We're just wrapping up.
I think it's hilarious.
Wrapping
Oh,
up that
that's a good
topic.
topic.
wrapping up with the toilet paper that we don't have.
I think it's on purpose. They're trying to get rid of all the old people.
That's
That's
exactly what
literally
I'm
what he
saying.
said.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So that's just
So,
about it.
in other news, toilet papering someone's house is like the biggest flex you can do right now.
Why is that?
Because it's all out of stock.
But wouldn't that be also a huge gift? Like, okay, with the shortage of toilet paper now, if you TP'd someone's house, or someone TP'd your house, would you go out and collect the toilet paper?
Honestly,
Absolutely.
probably.
I probably would too.
Unless it
Depends
rains.
on like if it rained or something.
Because sometimes people do that and then like hose
Oh,
down
could
your
you
house.
imagine toilet paper at someone's house while it
Nice, all
rains?
soggy.
That's a big flex right there.
That would. Yeah.
Like Charmin Ultra Soft.
Okay, it's just here. Do the bears in those commercials are way too happy?
Dude,
Like, man, we love
Wiping, yes.
those poor bears have got to be just like paranoid in their bunkers right now with their millions of rolls of Charmin. Like, no one's getting in here. Danny, lock the door.
Speaking of the weirdest flex, I had a friend send a video to a group chat of men, and I don't know why this video even did this, but they cut a carrot, like a little hole for a carrot, put like a quarter in it, and then they filled it with seeds, sanded the seeds, and then painted the carrot like orange again, and then cut a cucumber and hollowed it out, put the carrot in the cucumber, and then like re-glued it and like painted it again. And then opened up an arm of a wooden chair. Put the cucumber in there.
Way too many layers.
Put the seeds in, sanded it down, glued it, and then painted over it.
So
it's gonna smell bad.
It's literally the weirdest
Oh.
flex ever.
I don't know if that's a.
It's just one of those things you do because you can.
I feel like if I did that, I would want it to be like a really hard flex and have like $100 bill in there.
you lost
And so I could be.
carrot seeds.
So like
do
you
carrots
could,
have seeds?
Yes, they have seeds. They're just
Wait.
little seeds.
They
What?
do,
You just
Yeah.
but they're vegetables.
well,
No, carrots. Wait, are carrots fruit?
Wait. Yeah, only fruit have seeds.
You never planted carrot seeds before?
How do
I'm
you
looking
grow
this
carrots if they don't have seeds?
They're in the. Wait.
Hang on. Research carrots.
they spine like Minecraft. Just put them in there.
you just stick them in the ground, they grow more.
4 more come up.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like potatoes.
It's like, because I know. Wait, bananas have seeds,
Those
right?
are some small.
Edgar, did you park way over there on the other
I
side?
did.
Go move your car because that neighbor's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, my
James, get
across
the
the
door
street
back.
neighbor is insane. So yeah, go move your car. Just pull it in the driveway if you can.
I'll take my Trump stickers off too.
She might support Trump a little too much if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, so she's with the KKK.
Trump was literally sent by God to
Literally.
be in this,
And if you don't vote for
president
him-
to say it coming.
You are Lucifer.
You are Lucifer.
Trump is a test of salvation. If you don't vote for him, can you really be saved? I don't think so.
I think that's somewhere in the Bible.
Alright, these are carrot seeds. They look like pumpkins.
Oh my god.
What? Where are they?
No,
Where are they in the carrot? How many have I
it's a
eaten?
vegetable.
Okay, wait, but
Okay, wait. What is the qualification for being a fruit now? Look at qualifications for being a fruit. Yes, that's what I mean.
That's one. That's out. That's cut.
Okay, wait, but no, if it grows from the ground, it's a vegetable, right?
No,
'Cause
yeah.
what
it's
fruit
a
grows
vine,
in the ground?
A vine. If it grows on a
Oh.
vine, it's a.
That's right. That's why tomatoes are fruits because they grow on.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it's not just a vine.
Anchor
Um,
sleeves.
Or a tree.
It's just like it.
It's like if the seeds are on the inside, I think it's a fruit.
Look, I'm fine with just sticking with if it's a vine.
But
Yeah.
like a potato and a carrot are tubers, and they just grow in the ground.
Tumors?
They're not a vegetable.
Yeah.
Potatoes don't have seeds.
Because if you
So you
wait.
know.
No, what they do, they have spuds. So you
Yeah.
like a spud will grow on the outside. You cut it off and plant that.
It's like when
Oh my
you have
God.
potatoes
I think
in your.
It's like a strawberry.
Uh,
Because
yeah, but
strawberry seeds are on the
outside.
yes, but those are actual seeds. But potatoes don't really have seeds. And
It's like when you leave potatoes in
I'm
your
out of
in your
my
pantry
area.
for too long, and there's stalks growing off
Yeah.
it, right?
Stonks growing?
Stalks.
There are
S-
stonks growing.
STALKS.
Okay.
For those who cannot spell or hear.
invest in potatoes.
Invest in potatoes.
if you can't
You know-
spell or hear, don't listen to this podcast. You can't
For those-
listen to this podcast.
For those wondering why I bought a lot of toilet paper, it's because I'm making an investment opportunity in getting the product back, knowing full well that once the stock market crashes, that toilet paper will be the new currency.
Yes, exactly.
So that's why I bought so much toilet paper. So that way then I'm investing in what it will be the new currency.
That is true.
Is this English? Am I having a stroke?
I'm thinking of offering people all my toilet paper for a car. I think that would actually work out.
Wait, would hand sanitizer be like the loose change now? Or it's like you just squirt a hand sanitizer. That's your change right now.
I saw, what was it? No, someone told me the other day because they're talking about like their volleyball games were being like canceled. Or it was like no spectators, only like the people who were in the game or something like that. And apparently they were talking about how someone got like a hand sanitizer bottle and would go to like the machines at like the stores or something and just fill them from the machine. So they're getting their free hand sanitizer basically.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
you know-
I mean, it's kind of like, I mean, I guess
Does anyone
that's
here
like the
had
same
any like
numbers.
important events canceled because of the coronavirus?
Well, I mean,
The film festival.
film festival.
that's right,
too.
film
I was
festival.
supposed to go.
I have an extra week of spring break now.
Yeah,
You guys
2 of
said
my
that.
friends
You
have
going
extra
to?
spring break.
What? Not
Oh yeah,
like-
no, Edgar was
yeah.
going to a film festival.
Oh, you were going to the film festival? Whoa. That's
But
cool.
he's not anymore, neither am I.
They all got AIDS.
Oh, it is.
Eli said yeah, so what got
I-
canceled for you?
What did get canceled for me?
You said yes, so I assume something.
I did?
Yeah? Or were you just agreeing, like, yes? Like,
It's like, yeah, man.
Maybe.
Fight the power.
Well, I was gonna go visit my brother and
Oh.
down in Florida for like.
well, wait, well, there you
a week.
go.
Cheap
Because
flights
then
are
the
super
flights are
cheap
cheaper
here.
now.
But
Oh, yeah.
like,
Let's look up
we
some
don't want
flights.
to. I don't want to
Look
give
up-
my nieces.
The
Do you
corona.
have
to
it?
see.
Do you have it?
I could
James?
because I was just.
James.
Escort this man out of the
James,
building.
test him.
James just comes in.
Okay,
with
look
us.
at how flights
Flights from North Carolina
to Florida.
I could always do the BuzzFeed test, which.
What disease
He's
are
my-
you? Since we have him here, let's talk to Edgar.
Okay.
'Cause, you
Edgar,
know,
this is your first time on the podcast.
this is the first time we've had like one of the guests of the two that we
Real
mentioned.
quick, plane tickets are so cheap right now. Sometimes, from time to time, I'll just look up plane ticket prices to different places, just to kind of judge how they go on, like around the year. And right now, like a 7-hour flight to Florida is just $79.
Holy crap!
And normally flights that long are about like $250 or something.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a 7-hour flight.
The like going to Rome,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
round trip is like
I think so.
17,000, and it's like 630 right now
Dang.
to Rome.
Wow.
So
How
I
much
think
does
take a
China
trip
right now?
Like,
That's
I don't wanna go
look
to
up
China.
tickets to China.
Negative $70.
They pay you to come there.
We need healthy Americans.
Well, while he looks that up,
Edgar, tell us a
Edgar,
little about
tell us
yourself.
about yourself. How did you end up meeting most of us? I guess is the question that we had.
Sure,
In the first
yeah,
episode,
we'll
so
go with
might
that.
as well transfer it here.
Well, I know Eli and Edward from that church that we went to.
That shall not be named.
Yeah,
Shall not be
we
named.
won't talk about
Shan't be named.
Gilmont Hove.
Yeah, sure,
Well,
we'll
we'll
go with that.
that.
We might have people from that church listening to this podcast if you think about it.
You've ever heard
I
of
highly doubt it.
Gilmont Hove? Just
Anyway, moving on.
I still have to fight his wife.
Oh, all right.
Oh, is that the one? That was, yeah, she was the one about Fox News. Like, y'all gotta listen to Fox News to learn about them Muslims going into Europe and,
Yep.
and ruining all the pretty castles there.
She was nuts, man.
Oh my gosh.
She was.
That's
she-
bad.
Edgar, what did
roommates,
you
too.
Edgar? Okay, so Edgar used to be great because he would sit in with the 5th and 6th graders class back when me and Eli were that age. What did you get in trouble for?
I accidentally colored one of the Hebrews light skinned, like, you know.
What?
Like,
we had coloring pages.
Yeah.
yeah, we had
In
color.
the class.
You colored him appropriate skin
Yeah,
color.
Exactly, light skinned. So that's what I thought, you know. And then I got in trouble for that. I got talked to by the deacons and everyone.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah, it
I thought
got-
just the teacher said, hey, don't do
It
that.
got bad.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so I came back. I said, no problem. So then I colored them all Smurfs.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I was like,
I was
Edgar
like,
just
Jesus,
colored.
obviously he was blue.
Jeez.
They had pictures of God. Obviously he's blue. So yeah, and then Yeah, it got worse from there.
Yeah.
We all thought it was funny. We thought he wasn't like distracting or anything. We just thought it was funny, so we started copying him, and everybody got really offended.
It was great.
I must have been really
So
oblivious.
did you
I don't
color
remember much of
them
this.
whiter, or do you color them blacker?
You color them darker skin color.
Yeah, they were
So like
Yeah, but that's-
light-skinned.
Arabian colored or like
It was just it was everybody that was there. You know, everybody was a light, skittish, darkish person.
Yeah.
Because it's the Middle East.
Yeah.
so were they mad that they weren't like white? skin?
Yes, they needed to be white. Like
Oh.
Jesus had flowing hair. After
What?
we just read in the passage, his hair, full of looks like wool.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see too many white people with hair like
He
that.
is a white blonde boy.
Yes, with blue eyes.
Never needed
Blue eyes.
sunscreen.
Never need sunscreen.
And then
So
met the
then,
rest of you guys.
yeah,
at church
just
when
do
we
like
were
church and the plays and stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
What do you do? What's your?
I do
What do you
nothing
do?
now.
What? Oh yeah, 'cause you quit, right?
Oh yeah, I quit that job.
Yeah.
So happy.
Tell us about where you're going.
Yeah. Edgar's out. Edgar's out soon. So good we got him here now rather than later.
I'm headed to Missouri first, and then if the job that I want to get pays like 19 to 25 an hour in that frame for the same thing I was doing on Fort Bragg, like I'll do that in Colorado.
That's the plan. Give us your 4-year plan right
My
now.
4-year plan.
Where do you see yourself in 4
Where do you
years?
see yourself in 4 years? Are you CEO right now? Are you CEO in 4 years?
Gosh, this is a hard
Nose
question.
is all stuffed.
Well, probably my own house.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because you share one with your brother right now.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah.
But yeah, he's got his own place now. He's getting his own place, little trailer. I was like, that's cool.
Better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, so tickets
Oh, yeah.
from here to China.
So I looked up tickets to Shanghai from New York, and they're about $1,300.
1,300. That's not.
I don't
That's
know.
really not bad.
Yeah,
I don't
'cause
know
that's
what they
across.
were 2 months ago. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
I had to look
I
at
don't know
my
what they used to
website. I need to get refundable plane tickets in just in case. I'm going to prom with my girlfriend up in
Oh,
Ohio.
yeah.
So
So you're gonna fly it too.
I'm gonna fly
Yeah,
out
I don't know that much about your girlfriend. Where'd you meet?
in Ohio on the 4th of July.
You just kissed her, didn't you?
You just went up and
I just
kissed
want to
her.
kiss her.
I
And then
think I
that's
like you.
the No, but I mean, we just met on the 4th of July, and then along with that week, because she works for my sister-in-law's studio, and so she kind of just is always around my sister-in-law too.
And at the local furry convention,
Oh, that's a negative.
They had it was a woo at first sight.
And so after that, week, we just started talking more. And then, now we're just kind of here.
Just like close your eyes and tilt your head back. I'm gonna give you a big hug. Yeah, I know what you did. Don't worry.
I'm so confused.
Good
Okay.
talk.
Good talk. Moving on.
All right, that was fun.
Look at carrots.
And Ethan is now looking at carrots.
Did you ever
Oh, Ethan, do you want to tell us about today's non-sponsor?
Bro, look at this carrot.
That's a big carrot, dude. Tell us about today's non-sponsor, where we do a segment where we sound like we're sponsoring, but we're really not. But we make it sound good, so now people are like, oh, we should sponsor this podcast because they're really good at it.
We'll be back to the show after a brief message. The new 2020 reimagined Ford Escape, built to navigate the challenges of today and help anticipate the challenges of tomorrow. In the past, driving was a lot less complicated. There were fewer distractions out on the road. But these days, there's so many things to distract us. That's why Ford 2020 reimagined Ford Escape gives you all the standard tech that you need to survive in today's highways. The completely reimagined 2020 Ford Escape. It gives you a... What do you like?
What did I walk into? What happened?
You know you're doing so well.
Alright, and, well, that was the ad real quick.
Yep. And now, back to the show.
Back to the show. James has brought Edward back in
Yes.
after he had to have a little meeting with James.
Yes, to discuss preparations
His
for
finances.
food.
Any
Hey,
last words, boys? Anything
what-
you want to say?
What
Ethan?
race is James?
He is all the races.
Yeah.
He's a quarter black, a quarter white, a quarter Hispanic, and a quarter Asian.
All right, that works for me.
It's pretty perfect.
We
Keep
paid
it
James
strong,
to be our one friend of all races, so that way we can have the pass to all the slurs.
Makes sense.
All right, well, this has been the Patriarchy Podcast.
This has been
So,
third episode.
any last words? Edward?
Don't, if you get the coronavirus, don't
Sell
talk to
all
me.
your toilet paper.
Sell all your toilet paper.
You
You won't need it. You know, you never poop when you're
Put
when you
it
have the
to us in your
coronavirus.
will.
Seek help at the mall.
Wait, you never poop when what?
You have the coronavirus.
Oh.
Caleb, any last words?
I'm currently going through my YouTube account I've had for like the past 5 years, and I'm going through my like videos. There's about like 2,000, and I'm unliking every single one.
That's probably why he hasn't said like one word this entire podcast.
Caleb is the raise your hand guy. He's the CEO of Raise
He's
Your
a,
Hand.
he's a raise your hand, and he's just like random little funny comments. You know what?
you
It
need
adds
a guy
some
like that.
spice.
If we had a producer, it'd be Caleb, because he'd be the guy like tip-tapping away, and then it'd be like funny comment, and we'd be like, ha.
People only watch because of Caleb.
Yes.
Or listen.
Or
Probably.
listen. We'd also like to say
Eli, anything else? Anything you'd like to add?
I got like 20 like videos.
I've had this for 5 years.
I think I'm good. Just continue to send questions either individually
I mean,
or
this is the first day
as
they
a
could
whole.
ever send us questions.
Yeah.
So now it's
We'll-
open.
We'll try to get to them next
Comment
podcast.
questions.
Yeah. If you have
Please.
anything,
Drop them in the comments below.
if God lays something on your heart, even at 3 a.m., just direct message one of us or
We
Hey,
will
how
not-
do you guys use the bathroom?
hit me
Yo,
up.
did I finish wiping?
Yep.
How do blind people know they're done wiping? We can talk about that next
Next
episode.
time.
Alright, that's a good cliffhanger.
Edgar, we want to thank
Edgar.
Edgar for coming on.
Special guest.
Thank you, special
I'm gonna
guest.
clap for Edgar. Thank you for the probably one time you'll be on here unless you come in the
Alright,
future.
Zach, what's your...
Well, Ethan,
Oh,
has to promote himself as well.
Alright, follow me on
Format.
Facebook at Original Great Taste Liberty Memes to fund Saw Gerrera's anarchist dreams. And join my Facebook group. I would sooner believe emails from wealthy Nigerian princes than this story.
And those will actually be in the description of the videos.
Yes.
Cool, well, you know, I put them in the first one.
Okay.
And,
So,
yeah.
I actually do have one last thing to say.
Okay.
So, as we said, the first episode's up. Go watch it. Go
Yes. comment.
Even if it's a horrible comment on it, because I
Although,
want to laugh at it.
By the time you're listening to this,
The second episode will
the
be
first,
out.
the first
And
one will
this
be,
episode
have
will
been
be
up
out.
for a few weeks.
Yeah. But, yeah, other than that, for me, you know, go to my YouTube. Smash that like button as we
Smash
say at
it
the end of
hard.
every podcast.
Like it
Subscribe
hard.
and
Hit that
comment.
bell.
And
Marry that like button.
Marry that like button. And, yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Everyone say bye.
Bye, guys.